G'day guys, Tom Wade and a special guest, Mr. Nic Peterkin here from DDHQ. He's in the house. We love having Nick in town. You've been here for about a month, haven't you, mate? Showing your wines around?
Been a week. It's been a big week.
Taking over the East Coast. What gives?
Holiday.
Your wholesaler said he can't wait to get rid of you, actually.
No, he did not.
Shout out to Neil in the other room. Mate, special reason for having you today. We're doing our latest Varietal Showdown video with the 110-point scale, TM, different drop, which I know you've been excited to do. And if we're going to do a Chenin Blanc tasting, there was only one person we were going to ask to come here, the man who organised the inaugural Australian Chenin Blanc Symposium sausage.
International Chenin Blanc Symposium and Sausage Sizzle TM.
Sizzle. Yeah. Talk to us a little bit about that and a bit about, your love for Chenin Blanc while we're going to sip on your new 2025 CBDB while you do.
Okay. So about, maybe 10 years ago, myself and a few of other Margaret River producers sort of got together and we were realising that like Chenin Blanc was having this, the wines that we were making out of Chenin, we were like, this is actually really good. Like this is almost like equal to Chardonnay, but there was a lack of cohesion amongst us, and we also wanted to benchmark our wines against the best, in the world. And so we organised this like little tasting in a town, little community hall, the Willie Abrupt Town Hall. Willie Abrupt doesn't have a town, but anyway. And there was about 30 of us, and we called it I put out a press release saying it was the International World First Chenin Blanc Symposium and Sausage Sizzle. And a few people wrote it up, and then about 2 weeks later, I get this email from the Chenin Congress of South Africa, and her name's Ina, and she might watch this, and she said, "You did not have the first International Chenin Blanc Symposium. We held this last year in France," and I looked them up, and it was a legit event. It was sponsored, 250 people.
They only beat you by 12 months.
Yeah,
though.
and that's what I was saying. Just 12 months, and so I was like, oh, right, damn. She goes, so you can't really claim that you had the first Chenin Blanc Symposium, and I was like, but did you have a sausage sizzle? Because that's what I'm claiming that we had. And she was like, no. And then anyway, it was this ongoing kind of thing. And then the second year, she actually sent some of the best South African Chenin Blancs to our little thing. And I was nervous about even putting photos up because it was just like a group of me and my mates in this asbestos shed drinking. Yeah, it was like nothing like their university sort of backed model. But what we've sort of realised in the last sort of 5 or 8 years of running it, it's gotten bigger and bigger. And we're getting we're seeing more and more Australians making Chenin Blanc and making outstanding Chenin Blanc. And internationally, we're sort of seeing Australia getting more respect in regards to it. What we've noticed, what I've noticed, the 3 years sort of running it, there's sort of a few characteristics that determine fantastic Chenin Blanc world over. One is old vines. The vines need to be at least 20 years old, but the older the better. Chenin has a propensity to over yield. Yeah. And so when it over yields, it's just kind of watery.
Because you don't really talk about vine age with white wine typically. Like no one really talks about it with Chardonnay or Riesling or a little bit.
Maybe, I don't know, with Riesling, with Sauvignon Blanc.
It's not like Grenache where you can't make it into a table wine until it's 80 years old or whatever.
But it's mainly because it over yields.
Yeah.
And so the one thing was like 30 years old, or 20 to 30 years old, no irrigation. It has to be sort of non-irrigated. And even if you have irrigation, turn it off. And the other one, it just seemed that organics seemed to be better, maybe because it led to lower yields. I'm not too sure why, but organics seemed to be better. And they were sort of the 3 takeaways. What we sort of learnt during it, and the winemakers sort of gathered, is that if you treat it with respect in the winery and not as this afterthought, you can actually make these incredible wines, like really, really incredible. Anyway, Ina from the Chenin Blanc Congress invited me to the South African version, and this guy Garth from Vino Volta, and we went over there and talked on like the history of Australian Chenin, and there were 400 Chenins in the room, and some from India, some from Thailand, it was crazy.
Awesome.
And the ones that got the most respect in the room were these Australian ones, these 6 Australian Chenins that we brought over in our suitcase. And Dr. Jamie Good wrote an article on it, out of all the 400, wrote up the Australian ones. All of these French guys kept coming up being like, wow, the Australian stuff is like really, really good. Like we didn't even know that you guys made Chenin. And so, it was eye-opening. It was even me just tasting through all of them. I was a little bit biased, but I was like, geez, ours look really good. We were at least on the same level, like as South African. And South Africa, it's their main grape.
Yeah.
Like they're pumping money into it,
Yeah.
To market it because like it's 70% of like white production. So,
It's exciting. Well, today we'll tell whether the Australians are there.
Yeah.
Because what we've got with our blind tasting today, the showdown, is we have 3 Aussies and 3 internationals from some of the great Chenin Blanc producing nations on the planet. And 3 great Australian versions. There are plenty we could have chosen from. You mentioned Garth as well for today. But yeah, shout out to all of those guys producing fantastic Chenin. This is fantastic. We don't have time to dive too much into the CBDB, but this is one of the absolute stars of this modern Australian Chenin Blanc. We only didn't want to include it because we were scared of rubbishing it in front of you.
Yeah, what if
I didn't want to rubbish in front of myself.
We wouldn't have. Tasting it now, it's an absolute
it's so
ripper.
good.
Thought it looks like even more kind of concentrated and coiled than some previous years.
Like a touch like almost like seashelly or like oyster shelly this year, I reckon.
The vineyard's about 2 kilometres from the ocean. Yeah. So, but as I was saying to you guys before, it's really vineyard specific. And I mean, this hits the note. It's dry grown, it's organic and biodynamic fruit. And
it yields fuck all.
It yields nothing, but it makes this incredible concentrated fruit. And every year, and it's a little bit with the Chenin Symposium learning from it, it's going, okay, well, how can we make it even better? And so this year we've done like a little bit of skin contact for a touch, using amphora to give texture. That seashell kind of character maybe comes from that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think in Australia and even the world over, a Chenin Blanc offers exceptional value for money.
And also you can do anything with it. You can literally, it's like, you can make sweet wines, you make dry wines, make sparkling wines.
You can make lean, crisp dry wines. You can make textural,
big,
tropical
textural,
dry
easy
wines.
sort of wines. Like you can do anything with it.
It translates terroir.
Yeah.
Versatile with food. Like,
hopefully we can see which comes from where. But
it also has it has the acidity to do that. And just on a further note, like if we're moving into the future with adaptation to climate change, it's a grape that ticks the box for that because it can work in warmer climates and still hold its natural acidity.
Yeah.
And if anything, it just yields a little bit less in warmer climates. But the Swan Valley, where some of the older Chenin Blanc, not just in Australia, but the world is grown, has, it's warm up there. And you're still getting this beautifully balanced Chenin Blanc. So, it's
Great
something to look in.
Australia.
A lot of winemakers are like, ooh, Chenin, like it's on their radar to be like, where they are, to be like, I wonder if it'll work here. And we're seeing that
We're seeing it all around Australia. From Swan to the Hunter to McLaren Vale to Tassie.
A little bit in Tassie.
To the Yarra Valley, Max. There's so many exciting different versions of Chenin Blanc and could really truly be one of the great white varieties for Australia when you consider the age of the vines and the history we have with the variety too. So let's get started. Mate, congratulations on this.
Thank you.
Maybe, not
That was
pissing in your
terrific.
pocket, might be my favourite release of that wine just because I love the intensity and the complexity of it. So well done. We're going to score these. We're going to taste and score these wines. Should we get into it?
let's do it.
All right, boys, we're back. That was a challenge. 6 really good wines.
I have
there.
no idea if I like what I thought or if I agree with what I thought.
I have no idea either. So let's just rip in here.
Because we didn't actually speed that up. That was us tasting in real time.
All right, for me, really challenging. Wine number 1. What do you guys think of wine number 1? I'll tell you what I think. We'll do that. For me, lovely, delicious, like definitely some tropical notes, like quite floral, like nice aromatics, pretty round and juicy. I scored wine number 1, 103 points out of 110.
Yes.
102 points out of 110. And
Yeah.
what did you get?
I went 105.
105.
Yeah.
Giving away the
for it.
easy scores early.
He does like the simple, more obvious ones.
No,
typically,
I thought that was the Frenchie.
I thought it was the Frenchie.
Yeah, because that's
103.
There's a bit of bot there, hey?
105.
I don't know if it's bot.
What
but
did you give it?
102. What I've sort of realised with Anjou and those kind of areas around the Loire is Chenin has an incredible amount of acidity. That area is quite hot. So what they do to balance that acidity is they leave a little bit of residual sugar in there.
Yeah,
and
there's
I
a bit of
thought
RS.
they had just a tiny little bit of RS in there. Botrytis, I don't know, but I definitely got a bit of RS. And I was like, oh, that's kind of a giveaway that's French. However, could be wrong.
Yeah.
It was a really nice wine that was balanced.
Watch a
Shall
bit of
we
Kiwi one.
reveal?
Yeah.
Wine number 1 was the
Millton.
Milton.
Fuck, it's the Kiwi one. Oh! Okay.
Milton.
New Zealand also very cold sometimes.
Yeah.
But I think we've picked it there. There is, in that Milton wine, it's from Gisborne. You do see the more tropical notes there, a little bit more ripeness, hint of botrytis. I mean, amazing producer, like one of the gods of biodynamic viticulture in New Zealand, James Milton there. And this has always been a terrific cuvee. This
And it also
great
comes in at a
value
pretty
too.
good price.
Yeah, it's
ridiculous.
39, 40 bucks. Yeah.
It's really, really good. It looked really good in this lineup for me. Anyway.
All right, then we're off to a good start. We'll keep that on the table there, Wade.
Yeah, I think so.
It's in the lead.
It's in the
It's in the
lead.
lead. Wine number 2. It's in the lead. I thought wine number 2, I loved wine number 2. Like more flinty, deeper, more complexity. Oh, I just love wine number 2. And I scored wine number 2, 106 points.
Really?
105 points.
You and me are on here.
We're on
mate.
the
What have you
same.
done?
103.
103.
Whoa.
Yeah, I told you he likes the sugary, ripe stuff. 106. 103 from Wade.
To me, I thought that was like
105.
quite steely.
Yeah, exactly.
So
That's the point.
So I don't mind that, but I thought it actually kind of lacked a little bit of charm in terms of like, I don't know, the style of Chenin that I want, because I want like just a little bit more sort of silkiness or something. Like it was quite coarse.
My notes on it were sort of curry leaf, orange rind on the nose, and then on the palate, and a bit of lemon and lime, but then on the palate, it almost had that like tonic water kind of character.
That's what I loved
like
about
gin
it.
and tonic.
That
like-
more like controlled, restrained, herbal sort of thing. For me, I thought maybe one of the leaner Aussies, maybe like a Corymbia or a MMAD, or I thought this might have been the Anjou.
Yeah. I thought it was probably the Kiwi one, so I was wrong.
All right, wine number 2 is...
Oh, it's the Anjou.
And Tommy's got it. Thibaud Boudignon Anjou Blanc vintage is 2023. I love this producer.
Yeah.
Like Thibaud Bourguignon's one of the superstars, modern superstars of the Loire Valley.
and has quite a range of wines, of Chenins.
This is just the kind of Anjou Blanc, the
Yeah.
grade, the kind of entry level. I mean, it'll still set you back a bit, but one of the rising stars. It's all on like schist and volcanic soils. No wood. It's all like Austrian stockages, right? So just purity. And interesting what you said before about how the tendency of the French Chenins to have that little botrytis and whatever, and you don't see that at all in that.
Well, 23 also pretty warm year in France overall.
Yeah.
So that maybe that's why as well. But
Cool wine.
really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, not so much.
Pretty good for 103 points. Yeah.
The best score it's ever got, actually. It's in the lead anyway. All right, wine number 3. For me, maybe reverse the order. Wade, what do you think of wine number 3?
Wine number 3, I thought this was pretty belter actually. I gave wine number 3 106.
107.
Yeah, this is my
104.5.
I nearly want to say that is Remy's wine.
The Tripe Iscariot from Margaret River.
I reckon. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just I respect Remy and
it's got flesh. It's got beautiful texture.
Wade, you were 106, 107.
Yeah.
But you know when you smell a
why-
wine, like
why
out of
not?
all of them, this has the best nose. Like you're smelling it and you're like, wow. Like that has
Yeah,
got
'cause it's got, like-
incredible aroma to it.
It's got
like,
white flour and
Yeah.
sort of like really beautiful
really like
nose.
white flower aromatics and
I just thought for me, the palate didn't have the same drive. There's 2 other wines, one number 2 and another one that to me just had a little bit more zip and freshness and drive through the palate than that.
I don't know.
I love the aromatics and this had lots of spice. And I love the wine. 104.5 is a really good score. But
It's a pretty good score. Yeah.
wasn't in the top 2 or 3 wines for me.
Right. That was my second favorite one.
that was my favorite.
All right.
Yep.
Let's reveal wine number 3 was... Oh, well done, Nic
Remy.
Peterkin.
The
The Tripe Iscariot Cruise from Remy. Guys, I got, 800 points from James Halliday too, I think.
Yeah,
So-
and also like Remy, I mean, he was the first guy to do single vineyard Chenins from Margaret River. So he did 3 different vineyards. And when we started the Chenin Symposium, it was Remy and I. Like, it was like, Remy was my first call. It was like, hey, Remy, you're the most knowledgeable guy about Chenin in Margaret River.
He loves it.
What do you know? And so, yeah, South Africans, man.
The one-
They come to WA and they just, you know.
And look at this. We push them down, and in goes the Cruz into the lead of the Chenin Blanc Symposium, Sausage Sizzle, and 110-point scale.
I think Remy's, because I reckon I would have tried Remy's like Williambrap or Carradale probably before your CBDB. Would that make sense?
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Way back in the day.
Like,
yeah.
It's about the same time.
Yeah, about the same time.
Yeah.
But I was like, holy shit, I didn't know Margaret River Chenin could be good. And then like now you're saying that's like 15
Cruz
years
is
ago.
a more textural style.
Yeah.
Carradale, Williambrap, you know, they're a bit leaner, especially the Carradale.
Are they all 2023 vintage?
No, there's a couple that aren't. Yeah, unfortunately.
2023 vintage also.
I do
Rockstar.
apologise.
Rockstar in Margaret River
That
as
is
well.
fucking smoking.
Wine number 4, Nick, what do you think?
I realise I'm being pretty controversial here, but 99.
99 points. You've gone below 100.
Oh my
99
God.
points. I think it's the first sub 100 score we've seen in this challenge.
This is so wild.
Hope it's
I
not
went
somebody.
105 points out of 110.
Whoa.
I went 107.
Oh!
So this was my wine of the lineup.
Wow.
I found that it was flat on the nose. Like I got no aromas on the nose, and then I found it got simple on the palate. It wasn't. Look, 99 points.
90
still pretty high.
99's pretty good.
It's like a 90-point score. 89 and a half. That's like barely drinkable.
To me, it was like quite tense and mineral and like really focused. And I thought it was like,
That's interesting you say that because I was kind of leaning with you in terms of the style of the wine. I wrote like baked apple, like ripeness, power. But I just love the oomph, the flavour in it.
I see a little chalkiness to it as well. Like, I don't know.
Hope you guys haven't tricked me and it's my wine in there.
That would be such a stitch up. All right, interesting. So it's gone into, whatever it is slotted into 3rd place, just ahead of the Millton. And wine number 4 is...
South African.
It's the Sefa.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It's the MAD.
Oh.
And
Yeah,
they will
right.
be mad about that score, mate. You don't want to mess with
I'm
MAD.
sorry. Yeah, I messed with the bloody MW, the like most, yeah.
I know.
The
MAD.
only person, yeah.
Michael, Martin, Adam, David, or Martin, Michael, I'm not sure. Of course, from the almighty Shaw Smith stable, they bought this great vineyard in Blewett Springs, which included, I think they bought it for Grenache and Shiraz, and then discovered, wow, it's got this like 60-year-old Chenin Blanc vines here that have maybe like been the best wine they've made from. I mean, the Grenache and the Shiraz are awesome, but the Chenin Blanc is like pretty unique for McLaren Vale, I think.
Crazy.
Adam came over to WA to judge the Margaret River Wine Show and was like tasting through all the Chenins. I think they'd either just made the first vintage or they'd just purchased the vineyard, and he was like interested in knowing stuff about it. And like don't get me wrong, this wine is always in the Chenin Symposium, and I think it is the best South Australian Chenin going.
Yeah.
And they're putting a lot of time and effort into it. But it ticks the same box. It's like old vine, I think the vines are like 60 years old.
Yeah,
Blewett
old
Springs.
bush
Like-
wine Grenache.
And very
bush wine
deliberate
Chenin.
winemaking, like amphora, they got old wood, they got lots of different techniques going on there to coax out that texture.
I remember Waters saying that like the first like couple of vintages, he was still trying to be like, do I just make this like Chardonnay? And he's like, no, you don't actually make it exactly the same as Chardonnay. So yeah, I think he's got to dial in from 23 and 24. I've really liked them.
I'd be interested to know, I reckon that might have gone through maybe a bit of Malo. Like it seems like the acid's a bit low, and maybe that's what the appeal is. Look, it's still a fucking good wine.
But
I was just trying to be controversial.
when we tried it on release though, it was so fucking tight. Like the acid was insane on it.
It's loosened right up.
Yeah.
An extra year in the bottle.
Yeah.
Okay, wine number 5. Let's keep rolling, boys. Wine number 5, I scored 105.5.
105.
Well, we finally agree.
Consistency.
Consistency. Well done.
Nice.
What do we think of the wine, boys?
That it's like 105 points. It's pretty banging. It looked New World to me, but that would mean that this is like the Corymbia probably.
I reckon it's Corymbia. Like it
Yeah.
had this like character that I've tasted with the Corymbia before. Maybe it has like this red apple skin kind of thing.
That's a good shout.
And texture, and then real like kind of almost like calcium limestone thing on the palate, little sea spray. Super nice.
I think it's
Sea spray for sure, which is a
Absolutely.
bit of a giveaway probably for this. And for me, this was the wine along with number 2 that had that acid line that I loved. That freshness and minerality and the spine of the wine that I just love to drink.
yeah. I just
So moreish.
find it like quite tense, and nervy.
It doesn't
and,
have
like,
the same overt personality as
No.
some of the other wines. You don't
it's-
go into those riper yellow fruits and
it's
tropical
sick.
notes and stuff.
Yeah.
But as more of a food wine, more of an intellectual wine, perhaps, it's really interesting to drink.
totally.
Should we reveal what it is?
Yeah.
All right.
And then
wine
if it
number
is
5.
Corymbia, then I'll just talk quickly on it. Like,
Of course it is. The Corymbia.
sweet.
Yes.
Rob and Jen Man.
How are we doing for time? Have we got 2 minutes? No, we've got to wrap it up. Okay. Oh, shit, we really got to wrap it up. Just a quick one with Corymbia. Rob Mann's grandfather was the first wave of Chenin Blanc. He made the white Burgundy from Hortons, which was 80% Chenin,
Yep.
and it was this rock star wine. And that's why all of the Swan Valley has Chenin Blanc, is because of his grandfather making that wine. And so the second
Awesome to
wave
see it.
was the Amberley Chenin Blanc out of Margaret River. That's why there's all the plantings there, and we're in the third wave now. So it's cool to see that family sort of connection.
Yeah, so that's
through.
that's Rocket Vineyard, which is Rob's dad had the vineyard he planted like back in the 80s. So
Amazing.
in Swan Valley.
So good to see.
So
and
good.
Swan Valley is such an important region for Chenin Blanc with the vine age. So brings us to wine number 6, the last one day. Wade, what have you done?
I went 104.
104. Nick?
103.
I went 104 points. So we're on the same page there.
Crazy.
Your thoughts, guys?
I thought it was just like a little bit,
Riper, bit softer,
bit open, bit oxy as well.
Yeah, oh, that's, and it's browner in the glass as
Yeah.
well. That's what my first note was. It's a little bit brown, a little bit more oxy on the nose as well. Had that honey hay thing, which I kind of like in Chenin.
Yeah. It's big, golden, and slippery.
Yeah.
And it's pretty delicious.
I actually had this as Milton and then the Anjou, and so it's obviously not that. So I wonder what it is.
Yeah, pretty crazy what it is. It's like not what I was thinking. But so this is the South African wine. And
It
this
is.
is probably finished.
This
This
is
is
this.
finished dead last in the tasting.
So this is the Alheit Hulkons Chenin Blanc from Skurfberg in the Cape of South Africa. Chris and Suzanne Alheit, terrific modern producers of Chenin Blanc, like one of the best. Old vines, very clever winemaking, and I love what these guys are doing in Chenin. Heaps of different single vineyard wines and really special. So that finishes equal. So this is our order, guys. That finishes equal 4th with, what was wine number 4 in here?
with the Anjou.
We'll put the Aussie first, won't we? Sorry, Chris and Suzanne, but anyway, there we go. So this is our lineup, guys. The Chenin Blanc Showdown. Milton, honourable attempt.
Yep.
Sorry, not your day, but a lovely wine. Equal 4th/5th, the Alheit and MMAD. In 3rd place, Thibaud Boudignon. 2nd place, Corymbia. 1st place, Tripe Iscariot.
Margs.
This is no stitch up. WA has taken out spots 1 and 2 in the tasting.
Look,
Unreal. You'd think we planned it that way.
I hate to say it, but yeah.
And maybe the CBDB was the wine of the
that
day.
would
right?
have
So
won
good.
it. No, but I'm obviously stoked with the way that worked out.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I mean, these are 2023, Rockstar Vintage, Rockstar Winemaker, Rockstar Vintage, Rockstar Winemaker, and great site as well.
Yeah.
And then all the others I, don't want to speak on because I'm not West Australian. But the Milton also, like, even last, probably the best value one that you're going to get. Like, so they've all got their little place.
A great lineup wine. Worth noting, these are all dry Chenins. We could have gone
Yeah, yeah.
sweet. We could have gone
Sparkling.
Yeah, we
could
could
have
have
all
gone
sorts of
Bouvray
things.
and yeah. But
So really exciting to see where this is going. Particularly exciting in Australia. Mate, thank you.
Legend.
Thanks for your time.
good to see you, brother.
Keep flying the Chenin flag. Good on you. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Thanks for
Anything
watching,
to add,
guys.
mate?
Oh, no, I was just saying, when we do the Chenin Symposium, half the Chenins we get for it are through a different drop. So keep supporting different drop.
Got you, Nick. Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers guys.
Thanks,
Bye.
guys.